Good morning. Welcome to Salmon Creek Church in Vancouver, Washington, where all who seek the grace of God are welcome. No matter what label you might have given yourself or a label that someone else has inscribed on your forehead, here we only care about the label that God has written on your heart, beloved. I'm Pastor John Heestand, and this is our service for Sunday, March 15th. Now, normally our congregation would be here in the pews, eager to begin worshiping God, but in an abundance of caution, due to the coronavirus outbreak, we are having virtual church this morning. We hope to be back up and running in person in a few weeks, and I hope that you'll be able to join us here in our sanctuary. Now, this morning we're going to start by singing a beautiful old hymn called "It Is Well." Now, if you're watching at home, feel free to sing along, or if you're unfamiliar with this song, just to please enjoy the music. And there is an interesting story behind this hymn, a story that I hope will bring some comfort and hope to anyone who is struggling at this difficult time. The story concerns abolitionist Horatio Spafford, who had a nice life in Chicago, living there with his wife and his 5 children. Then in 1870, their 4-year-old son died of scarlet fever. And in 1871, the Great Chicago Fire destroyed all their investments. So in 1873, to get away from some of these difficulties, the family sailed to Europe for a much-needed time away. But on the day of the departure, Horatio had to stay behind for some business reasons, so he sent his wife with the family on ahead, and he planned to follow on a different ship a few days later. But the ship that the family was on was struck by another ship and sank in 12 minutes. And the remainder of his 4 children died when the ship sank, and only his wife survived and was saved, and they brought her over to England. He immediately, of course, set sail to go over to England to be with his wife. And as his ship passed the place where his daughters had drowned, he penned, "It is well." The music was composed to accompany it in 1876.
When the sorrows like sea
Scripture this morning is from Torah, the first 5 books of the Old Testament. This reading is from Deuteronomy chapter 31. Be strong and bold. Have no fear or dread of them, because it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not fail you or forsake you. Our second reading is from the prophet Isaiah, the 41st chapter. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my victorious right hand.